It's good. Nice to get over with and just focus on hockey now. And I think I think I speak for almost everyone here. We're excited to get back and get things going again. And I think it sounds like everyone enjoyed their summer. I know I enjoyed mine. But now it's time to get back to the grind. And it feels different going into this season than it did last season.
Yeah, how come? Last season you showed up hoping to make the playoffs. This year we'll assume you expect to. What else are the differences?
Yeah, just obviously there is a level of expectation now because we did raise the bar because of how we played and where we finished last season. And, winning a round and going into Game 7 and being 1 win away of going into the conference finals. So you hope that guys and everyone gain some experience and confidence and, learn what it took to get to that point. And, I think it's just an excitement where it was almost like, there was still a lot of question marks, a lot of, from just guys' body language and stuff like that, you can just tell the difference. Guys are definitely more upbeat and excited to be back in Edmonton and excited to be back together as a group, where it seems like that excitement wasn't really here last year. So I think we're still learning as a group, and we still need to learn a few things before we take that next step. And but it all comes down to having a good training camp and being ready for Game 1.
For yourself, coming in year 2, is it always a little easier for you? You know the room, you know the players. You feel a bit more at home now?
Yeah, for sure. Just knowing more what to expect coming into year 2, knowing the guys on the team. I think last year coming in, the only guy I knew was Benoit Pouliot, and now obviously knowing everyone on the team helps out a lot. So knowing the city, knowing the trainers, knowing the coaching staff, knowing the arena and all that type of stuff. So that kind of helps getting a little more comfortable and making it easy coming into the second season. But just like the team, I want to be better than I was last year.
50 points. Go ahead.
Both Peter and Todd separately have mentioned the fact that you're, I don't know what the right word is, lighter or whatever. Nobody ever suggested you weren't in great shape. Maybe your body composition is a little bit different. Is that something you planned over the summer? Was there a reason behind it?
No, just kind of get back into the groove of things. It was nice to be in one place all summer long and just kind of focus on myself and my training and my family. I mean, I look at the 3 summers before this summer. It was kind of hectic. Last summer being a UFA and not kind of knowing where I was going to be, flying around places, being down in LA, being up in Vancouver, being in and out at Edmonton a few times. I flew around for a couple weddings and all that type of stuff. And before that, it was the trade and my father passing away, all that type of stuff. So, and then before that, I had the wrist surgery and all that type of stuff. So it was kind of the first summer where I could really just kind of get refreshed and focus on myself and maybe be a little bit more selfish and taking the time to better myself, physically and conditionally and get myself ready and more prepared for this season and get back to the player that I know I can be.
Where did you summer, and how much lighter are you today than you were a year ago?
I was in LA this summer. Just from the year playing down there, me and my wife really enjoyed living there, living by the beach down there in Manhattan Beach. So obviously the kids like that. Playing in the sand daily is not a bad problem to have. But as far as weight goes, it's just in the low 230s. Kind of the same, a little bit the same as what I was when I first showed up here last year. But having the time to, like I said, just really focus on myself and focus on my nutrition and focus on my day-to-day stuff and all in one place and being able to relax and all that type of stuff has really helped me, I guess, better myself and feel better coming into this season compared to last season. And I know even from my body fat number, even though the weight's the same, but the body fat number is lower this year than it was last year. So I guess it paid off just from that number alone from my work this summer.
You trained with Terrell Owens at one point, who's always been in fabulous shape, even if he's a different cat. What benefit or what did you get out of that?
He was actually my workout partner for, I would say, 65, 70% of the summer. And you know what? Even at 43 years old, his level of competitiveness and his level of work ethic and how he is in the gym and the energy he brings to the gym. I mean, he's a little, I guess you can say he's not really what you expect him to be from what he portrays himself in the media. He's actually very influential and positive, and you know, he's supportive in the gym as well. And you know, when there was times where he saw myself or someone else in the gym, you know, maybe not getting a full rep out, he'd be the first guy to call him out, and he'd let the whole gym know, and he'd hold everyone accountable in the gym. And it was great to have a guy like that. And to be honest, I saw just being around him all summer, the work that he put in so that he could be as great as he was. And just being around him and getting to know him and working out with him, you know, I can see why he was as good as he was and as great as he was. And if you ask me, if it wasn't for all that extracurricular stuff, he's definitely still in good enough shape to play in the NFL. And yeah, so it was a pretty fun and great workout partner to have and to learn from.
What do you think of Connor's EA Sports video?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was really funny. The different personalities he played there, especially getting to know him. He's a little bit on the the reserve side, and it was nice to see him kind of step out of the box and get his personality out there a little more.
Milan, do you think you guys will see that from him in the room? I don't know if that's how he was last year, but he's kind of coming into his second year as a captain. What do you expect to see from him? Obviously, on the ice, it's much the same, but just his personality.
Yeah, for sure. And I think he learned a lot being a captain for a year. You know, I definitely think he did learn a lot and what it takes to be a captain and what it takes to kind of be the leader and be the guy and drive the team, and you know, kind of having everyone look up to you and having him, I guess, kind of drive the bus and carry the load for the group. And he obviously did that better than anyone last year. I mean, he got rewarded for it by winning, rightfully so, winning the MVP last year. And I think he learned a lot from that, and I think there's a lot that he can gain from that. And as he gets older and older and more comfortable, I think it'll just help him with his confidence and help him become the leader that he wants to be, and ultimately help him become a captain that's a champion as well.
For those of us that aren't in the room, we were under the impression, certainly last year, you spent a lot of time helping with all of the things you just talked about. You helped to guide a young captain. Now that he's learned a lot of that and he's at that level, does it allow you to step back a little bit from that role and focus down on scoring goals and making points?
A little bit, yeah. I guess it just allows me to kind of just focus on myself and my game. I mean, there's still the leadership aspect that comes with it. I mean, I know I'm not the captain, but I still wear an A, and I still need to be, you know, a part of the leadership group and a part of the voice in the dressing room. And I think even the great captains like, you know, Crosby and Taves and Chara now that are still in the game, you know, they still need that support group. And it's very important to have a strong support group. And it's not just myself. It's a lot of guys in the room that I think did a good job of stepping up and filling in that role and really buying into one another and supporting him and being a really good captain. And but to go back to answering your question, yeah, I think it helps me and my mindset a little bit more in kind of focusing on myself and being the best player I can be for this team this season.